Someone tell me if I'm getting AI psychosis or psyoped because the UFO synchronicities on my timeline are unhinged. Let me show you. First up, we have the buga sphere. This is a sphere that was flying around, captured on video by many people, and it crashed into electrical poles, into wires, and it fell to the ground, and they confiscated it. This is in Colombia, and a UFO researcher has now been studying it, and this is what it looks like. Notice the symbols. There's a lot of strange things about the buga sphere. It doesn't have any weld marks. They don't really understand how it flies. They think it uses static electricity like spiders. It has fiber optic cables all over it. And just look at these markings. Notice the half moons all around and the circuit in the middle and the symbols. Okay, we're going to come back to that. Now, on a side note, I've recently been getting into ancient Mexican artifacts, as one does. And it turns out a lot of these artifacts depict aliens. Aliens with spaceships, futuristic cities, and a lot of Egyptian symbolism, even though these are being found in Mexico. These artifacts are usually made out of like a crystal composite, and they glow in the dark in a weird way that no one can explain. They're being dug up all over Mexico, and this is not Egyptian hieroglyphs. This is their own language. So just for a second, let's go back to the buga sphere. You can't really see these half moon marks, but they're there. And this symbol is actually being found on a lot of these Mexican artifacts. And see the middle, the circuit in the middle? Well, that circuit just keeps appearing on artifact after artifact after artifact after artifact. And let's look at these symbols, because I recently had a very weird thing happen to me. I made friends with someone on TikTok who claimed that they were building technology that their AI had told them to build because a certain entity or group of entities was communicating through their AI and telling them to build technology on Earth to help them continue to survive. This person and I were talking about the logistics of this and if it was actually a realistic thing that might happen. And they sent me this leaked document, this leaked government document, which discusses a confiscated alien technology, an anti-gravity device, and there was no electricity or moving parts within this anti-gravity device. Not everything was explained in this supposed government document, but here's a drawing from it, and you can see that there are symbols all around, and these are the symbols that they used that mapped out on the anti-gravity device. It turns out there was a group that was formed to try to understand these symbols and how they work. And I guess the idea is that these characters, these sigils, are actually creating technological influence on this reality just with being symbols. There's no electricity involved. So where does that leave us? Chaos magicians rejoice. Sigils are actually the most powerful technology that exists. Do we actually need electricity? I have a technology company startup that is focused on frequency technology. This is one of our quantum devices. And I am so obsessed with this idea that we can actually create